What a powerful video. Give a round of applause for the production team and Focus and all the participants that were featured in that video. You know, in the video, it captures the essence of hope on many levels. And in Webster's dictionary, the definition of hope, to cherish a desire with anticipation, to want something to happen or be true. So several years ago at GEICO, we were celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I did a speech honoring his legacy. And in that speech, I used the word hope. And in using that word hope, I brought an acronym alive with that word, which is help open people's eyes. And when you look at this video, that acronym is still fitting for tonight's gathering. So just like your iPhones, you always have a new edition coming up every 6 months or whatever the case may be. I also thought about that hope and updating that acronym as well. So you saw within the video what United Way means to several people. So hope, hearing other people's experience. You also heard what we can accomplish. Again, so hope, hanging on to positive expectations. The video also highlighted areas of passion. Hope, helping other people excel. And at the end, you saw the imagine, and if we can imagine it, we can achieve it. So hope, helping out people everywhere. Which brings me to my story of hope and my passion for United Way, passion for the power of my past, including my present, and the force of the future. During a luncheon, Don and the other board members, we were going around the room. I think this was our first luncheon. And each board member was giving their story about United Way and how it impacted them. And I shared my story, and I didn't think my story was all of that. But afterwards, Don came up to me and he said, "Troy, I really want you to share your story, and let's get it on video." I said, "Okay." As a sales guy at GEICO, I should have asked some clarifying questions. Because this is a stage. Don, this is not a video. But you know, I'm okay with being on this stage. I really am, because this past week, and I'll share with you, I was in Orlando at the Europa Games on stage participating in my very first men's physique contest. It was like a bodybuilding event. And trust me, I feel more comfortable on this stage with more clothes on than I did this past weekend. So here we are. Amy and Shirley, they came out to GEICO. Actually, first Christina gave me a text and asked me, would I be willing to participate in tonight's event? And then Amy, I guess she has Amy and Shirley as her closers, and Amy and Shirley came out. And we sat in the lobby of GEICO, and we started talking about my participation and me sharing my story. So then I reached back out to Amy, and I said, "Amy, listen, is it possible that I can have like some music played in the backdrop for my story?" And she was like, "Sure." And immediately I started thinking about my kids. My kids say, "Dad, you're so extra." So I'm gonna get a little extra for you guys tonight. Then I asked Amy, "Well, how much time do I have?" And she said, "As much that you need to get your point across." Instantly, I started thinking 15 minutes could save you. 15. It won't take 15 minutes. As a matter of fact, why don't you guys cue the music for me, please? So I was born and raised in New York City in the South Bronx. I've actually spent my first 23 years in New York City and my last 29 years here in Florida. I was raised in a single-parent household. My mom and dad divorced when I was 2 years old. My mom had the task of wearing two hats, being a father and a mother at the same time, with me and my older brother who's 4 years older. You know, in my office at GEICO, I have like a Michael Jordan shrine in my office. When I think back, I really should have pictures of my mom all through my office, looking back at the job that she did. But that'd be a little weird. As challenges came forward within the Smith household, we started to see my older brother just rebel, and he started getting into a lot of trouble. As a matter of fact, he ended up in a juvenile detention center. And my mom became very, very concerned. Then we had a traumatic time of events in New York. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking, man, how fitting or lucky we would have been if we'd had Sheriff Grady Judd there, because in 1977, in New York City, it was the blackout. Also during that summer, it was the Son of Sam. So there was a lot of things going on, and my mom was starting to really have some concern about me. She reached out to an organization called Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Through this organization, I met two men of different ethnicities that opened my eyes to what a real man is supposed to be. Though my mom did the best that she can do, it's just there's a gap when a lady is trying to raise a man compared to a real man raising a real man. Do you guys follow me with that? So when you fast forward to today, through the impact of these two men pouring up into my life, I stand before you. The two men that poured into my life over 40 plus years, I would imagine that they would hope that they make a difference in my life, that I would make a difference in someone else's life. So I am a product of United Way. Though I come from another region, we talk about imagine pouring into someone's life, especially a young person's life, and watching them be a potential leader. I stand before you as that person. And now I have the privilege, the opportunity daily to pour into people's lives. And I don't take it for granted. So I want to encourage you all, as crazy as our society could be at times, as crazy as our world is, don't lose hope. When you think you're not making a difference, you probably truly are. So I want to do something. You know, we can spend money and lose money and make money, but your most valuable asset is time, because you can never get that back. So invest your time in all the endeavors that you have to make us a better place. Shine your light, and at the same time, open up so others can shine their light into you. As a matter of fact, let's do a little exercise, please. Follow me with this. Everyone get your cell phones out, please. Everyone get your cell phones out. Everyone get your cell phones out. Put the light, the flashlight on your cell phone and shine it up towards the stage. Guys, dim the lights. Dim the lights. Everyone get your phones out. Look at the power. Look at that. Look at that. That impact, that light, you don't know, ooh, it's lit up in here. That's the impact that we all have when we open up and we let our light shine on others and also receive some light. So in closing this segment, I want to finish with this poem. Thank you guys for participating. You guys can bring the lights back up. Here's a poem from Mother Teresa. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you're honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone can destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have. It may not ever be enough, but give the world the best you got anyway. You see, in the final days, in the final analysis, it's between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. Be encouraged. Hope. Help open people's eyes. And keep hope alive. Thank you for that second. Thank you, guys.